All I knew was if you're a boy, you're going to be a man. And when you're a man, you go fast, you drink a lot, you win, and then you celebrate by getting incredibly drunk and doing drugs. Oh, that was the best part of my Australian life, for sure, hunting. You know, I would like chase kangaroos and, yeah, I was a dickhead, you know, because we got guns, hunting stuff.
Speaking of animals, have you had any run-ins with coyotes?
This is a contradictory to the rest of my story, but yes, one time I didn't know what coyotes were. I was not familiar with the term coyote.
That wasn't even
I got a rabbit in front of the, oh, now he's ducked down, but in front of the pile. Keep going.
And Grimy was my dog the first animal that I owned in America. He was my little buddy. I took him everywhere. He had a gold necklace with a diamond G, because I was a real douche when I was in my prime, man. I mean, diamond necklaces, like, real dickhead. And I was like, my pug needs one too, like, you fucking idiot, you know? And she calls, hysterically screaming, "The coyote took Grimy." I'm like, what? She's like, a coyote. And I'm like, what is a coyote? And somebody sees me, because I kind of drop to my knees, because I can tell, like, here, my dog is gone. And it was hard, man. I took it hard. I got it tattooed on my wrist. I had it on my helmet for like 3 or 4 years. I was like cut up about it. That thing, it made me angry. This is back before I was sober, where, you know, when you cross me, I fucking cross you, you know? Kill a coyote? Yeah, I would kill a coyote. My dad was a bogan, which is your version of like a redneck, I guess, kinda. You're probably not gonna amount to much, so you should party. Some acid. An imaginary friend told me that my father molested me.
No fucking
He was only 3. You drink, and when you drink, you probably fight. I look back, I'm like, that is insane.
So how many people here know that I'm a professional skateboarder?
Probably would have been a better skateboarder.
I've seen the whole thing, like back in the day when he was like 4th in the world to now.
I'm scared of fighting.
Like, it's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get hit and get back up and keep going.
But at the end of the day, when they leave, they don't care about you.
Do I look like I know what I'm doing? It's half the game. Little do you know. No idea.
Stoned as a monkey's ass.
All right, you want to think, Jason?
I feel sorry for coyotes.
Feel what?
So I feel sorry for coyotes.
I heard something about one killed your dog.
Don't bring that up right now. I gotta stay calm.
No, yeah, I heard something too. But the problem is we heard it, and then the wind direction goes. Yeah. So.
I finally got the image stabilization.
Hell yeah. First coyote of the night.
Well, you got it?
It's all you now, from here on out, brother.
I didn't even see you get it.
Shit, yeah, I was moving around running.
But my mum was 15 when she was pregnant. My dad was 19, so they were so young. You know, like now being a dad, like, dude, if I had a kid when I was 19, you gotta be joking me, you know? Like, and I don't blame them, you know? Like, I know what they went through. Was it rough? Was it stupid? You know what I mean? Yeah, it was. But that was like what they had, you know? When my parents got divorced, I think I was like 4. My mum dated some really bad people, some junkies. I saw people shoot up in front of me. One of my mom's boyfriends, I hate doing this, but one of my mom's boyfriend offered me crystal meth to keep me at a party when I was 10. So there were some heavy people here. People went to prison. Some of my dad's friends went to prison. And I was just always in it. I used to not go to school because at school I was just getting beat up. I was in fights where I didn't win. I just lost. I just got beat up all the time. You know, I've always been alone. You know, like my parents were busy doing whatever they were doing and fighting. I was always pulled into like, you shouldn't hang out with her, you shouldn't hang out with him. It was bad, you know, like no one knew boundaries. I was just sort of thrown into stuff and terrible people around me, like, you know, just drunk idiots, you know, like talking to me and doing inappropriate things with me. So when I got skateboarding, it took over my life. And then I met some friends at school, and I met these 2 twin brothers, and they were into skateboarding. And I didn't have enough money for a skateboard, so in wood shop I made a deck. I looked like an ironing board. Then there were roller skates to the bottom of it. I just kept trying to do 360s in the front of the street. And then I think it was my dad that gave me money to buy. There was like one of the first wide skateboards. You know, they were talking about, there's no video, skateboarding's not a thing yet. And it was like, they were at I think it was a ski shop, like for water skiing. They had skateboards in the corner, and it was a Veriflex Headhunter. And it was like a big wide board with grip tape. And I really wanted it. So when I got that skateboard, I used to leave school and hide in this alleyway from like 9 a.m. until 3. And I would dream in my head of skateboard tricks. I visualized skateboarding in my head for hours. I was never bored. I'd be in an alleyway skating in my head. Like, I play sports. I was into sports. I rode dirt bikes and stuff. But skateboarding was mine. There was no coach. It just took over. Like, all I thought about was skateboarding. And then there was a magazine, and then there was a video, a VHS of a Bones Brigade video, and that's when it was completely on. Like, as soon as I saw this Bones Brigade video, Lance Mountain skating and being funny and hanging out with these other guys, and I'm like, wait, do they have a job? And it was like, yeah, this is their job. And I was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a professional skateboarder.
What's up? We're in Corrado. Beautiful sunny Corrado.
Swinging down south, but I'm posted in the east. Got the east town bouncing, Brooklyn speech. Flow cold like the winter with the wrist on heat. I'm a player with the rhythm, got the drip on lock. Throwing elbows in the pit, I don't TikTok. Backwoods, rolling while I lace up the vans. Whole squad mobbing like we running the land. From the styrofoam cup to the Timberland boot. Talk slick like Biggie, but I shoot like the...
I went to a new skateboard park, Paran, and I befriended another guy who was the best Australian young guy. We became friends, Gary Valentine. We were skating together, and he was like, man, when you do frontside ollies, it looks like you could just do that as high as you want. And this was at the time I was doing airs about this high above the ramp. And he was like, dude, it looked like you could just make that. And I was like, you think? He's like, yeah, dude, I swear you could just make that. And I made it. And at the time, in Australia, the highest frontside ollie ever done was that one. And Gary was like, holy shit, dude. Like, do you know what you just did? And I'm like, not really.
With the team, make the whole block proud. Got the board in the trunk, got the weight in the safe. Mixing hustle with the grind, put respect on the name. Double cup in my hand, I ain't spilling the drop. Spit quick, flip tricks, man.
And then I started ollieing and grabbing. So I did ollie into a frontside air, ollie into a tail grab, ollie into a stale fish, ollie into a lean air. Then I went backside and ollied into all those things. And then within an hour, I went from like top 200 to top 10 in Australia. I remember catching a train home that night and going, like, I couldn't sleep because I was like, I just did like 8 tricks that nobody's ever done in this country. And I'm just some shithead. And I'm like, it's a miracle. It's the first time I was never like a religious person, where I'm like, that was a miracle happened. And I always used to think after it was because I was so obsessed with it and I loved it so much, it finally gave back because I paid my dues. The day that I learned all those tricks was the day that I realized anything's possible. I made my mom and my dad meet me at a pub when I was 16 because they didn't really like each other. And I was like, I just need you guys to support me for 6 months. I'm going to be a pro skateboarder. And they were like, that's not a thing. I was like, no, it is. There's this video, this dude, Tony Hawk, he skateboards for a living, which is the craziest shit. Like, Tony Hawk was a person that I told my parents about. Like, now that I'm his friend, I've like have a podcast with him, like the amount of interactions that I've had with this person who was not even real. Like, he was like a mythical god.
You personally signed it right there. Thank you a lot, Tony Hawk. You're a legend to me, man. You got me into skateboarding.
I don't think Tony's a skateboarder. Tony is a cultural icon for like 3 generations.
Like, he was like this symbol of like, you could skateboard and that's it. He could just do that.
This kid rules. I got a lot of love for this guy. I can tell that he really...
I want more. Don't want it to stop.
And then, I don't know, it seemed like a couple months. And then all of a sudden I was like a kid that was good and people were being nice to me. I had friends for the first time. Like, I was like popular at the ramp. And I was already not going to quit. And then all this cool shit came. And it was like, we're going to America. Woo. I can already tell, like, knee sliding in here, it's gonna rip everything up. Cheese rip. I can't really knee slide because my knees are kind of bad, so I usually like knee and then hip.
I have an extra pair of skinny jeans if you want to try cramming.
I'm okay.
How you feeling this morning, Jason?
A little bit stiff, a little bit tired, a little bit old.
Stay positive. Please, God. Thank you.
The Boom Boom Hot Jam, dude. Gigantic skate park tour. We traveled the country and we traveled and stayed in fancy hotels. We went to Europe one year. I did some crazy stuff. I was in Paris, Germany, traveling the world with Tony Hawk in this crazy bus that was like for rich rock stars.
Roll one, scene one, take one, action.
And we did demos in front of like a lot of like, thousands, like a sea of people. I had the Guinness Book of Records for the biggest jump off into a quarter pipe, like a bomb drop. But that was like kind of bullshit. They didn't want to pay Danny enough. They were like, do you know anybody that will do it for 10 grand? And he was like, I do. And they called me, so I did it.
So, in that time frame,
How has skate culture changed? You've seen it come and go.
Oh, yeah. The skateboarding scene now has never been cooler, but it's also never been more oversaturated with people that aren't real skateboarders. So real skateboarders don't make, like vert dudes don't make money. And they're so good. And now that's the other thing, like people buy skateboards and they put them on the wall. People don't skate.
Dude, I almost took those ones from the park to put on my wall.
I sell skateboards at comedy shows.
Yeah.
More than I did when I was top 3 in the world. I'm pretty sure 90% of the people that buy my skateboard at the comedy show, they're not skating it. They just put it on the wall.
Do you charge extra for a signature?
Yep.
Fuck yeah. I love it. Let's go grab some coffee.
Hell yeah.
How you doing, mate?
John.
Jason.
Jason, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Here you guys are here to skate around, get some energy drinks.
Yeah, I've already skated 2 different bowls today. I'm 53. He's like, "You're gonna ollie a case of." I'm like, "Hey, stop it. Just let me fucking have a coffee."
He's gonna heel flip a case.
I'm not gonna heel flip fucking anything. That day is gone. Well, I did radio for 20 years, and I had comedians on, and they were like, "Man, you're funny. You should do comedy." And I'm like, I do a radio show Monday to Friday. I can't go on the road. And then when Sirius XM let me go, I was like, let's just try. So I just started trying it, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, oh, here we go. I'm just hooked. I was the second person to ever jump the mega ramp. So I got knocked out in Australia jumping off this wall.
So he jumped off of this roof onto the end of the ramp and got in the back seat, smacked his head.
I got knocked out and was like in and out of consciousness for like 3 or 4 hours. I pissed my pants.
Pissed his pants. It was epic, dude.
I woke up in hospital and the nurse was wiping my balls and my penis with a warm towel right when my brother came in, because it was in Australia, so I was trying to show off in Australia. And when he came in, I was like, hey, it's not cheating if you get knocked out. I had a joke on immediate consciousness. That was pretty cool. I'm not afraid to admit I'm scared of everything, but I'm not gonna stop. Like, if I'm scared, I'll face it. So how many people here know that I'm a professional skateboarder?
You're jumping for a small line.
I'm angry. I've been angry. I've been a very angry person because anger is sadness. People are scared of me. The only highlight about looking like this is when somebody gets mad at me on the freeway and they pull out to be like, motherfucker, and they're like, oh shit. I went to AA and then now I go to sex and love addiction and I'm in the meeting. I'm like, fuck, I gotta know. How many afflictions do you have, dude? Mental health, depression, just fucking cheer up. Shut the fuck up. If you get knocked out, you're done. Like, no one's gonna let me compete. Nobody stopped me. I was like, I'm not done.
I cannot be stopped.
You know, when I did do well, I would party so hard. I was angry and running, you know, like I was running for my childhood, dude. So it was like being sober was painful. You know, like if I was skating, I could deal with it. As soon as I'm not skating, I need to be high. When you drink like I do, you party like I do, in skateboarding, you find your kind, you know? So there were people, like that was I knew Tony Hawk, but I didn't associate with Tony Hawk because I was already, after the contest, you find each other, you know? So the people that are at the bar, that are drinking fast, talking about getting Coke or something like that, because they didn't have Coke in Australia. I was like, cocaine? Fuck yeah, you know, give me a go, you know? So all the weed and all that stuff and the women, you know, I just found the people that were like it was at the time, the cool guys, you know, the rock stars of skateboarding. And there's a price for that, you know? Most of those guys died or were washed up pretty quick because of the way they lived their lives, you know?
That's what I was about to ask. So it became a coping mechanism because...
It's always been a coping mechanism. I just didn't realize it until I'd hit rock bottom and hurt the people that I cared about, where I was like, what is really going on with me? Like, why do I need to be high all the time?
Stoned as a monkey's ass.
I probably would have been a better skateboarder. Like, I think I definitely ruined my career, for sure.
Hello, how you doing, little boys and girls? My name is Jason Ellis, and I don't want to do it anymore. That's it, come, seriously. Can I just get a little bit of slack?
I don't want it to stop.
I think I'm gonna jump off that one. I'm gonna go have a look at...
Honestly, I thought Ellis was gonna die. Yeah, I honestly was. I thought I was gonna die.
My name's Jason Ellis. I'm a professional skateboarder / injure myself / comic relief. There's no point. What's the point? You can already do what I'm gonna do. Might as well just jump off something, problem solved.
When I saw him get up there and he didn't have a helmet on, I was like, please, please. That's way too high.
I didn't remember I was molested until I was, I think it was 25. I think the first time it happened was about 4. Some acid. I was so wasted I had an imaginary friend. An imaginary friend told me that my father molested me.
No fucking way.
He was only 3, and it was, you know, he said thought it was his dad, but it's forever scarring.
I'm glad it happened now. You know, like all the bad things that have happened to me, all the experiences that I've gone through, like I'm alive now to talk about it. I've been addicted to every drug. I've done everything wrong. I've hurt all these people, not maliciously, but I've hurt people that I love. You know, I've got wives that I'm no longer with, that I love. I'll always love them. A part of them will always hate me because I was a dickhead. My daughter saved my life straight up. I didn't plan on it, but when she was born, I am a good person. I'm just a person that is so damaged and so addicted to running from his troubles that I did the best I could. Younger me wouldn't have listened to older me. Even if it was a time machine and I could really show up and be like, I'm you, dude. Look at me. I'm like an old, fucked up you. I'm Jason. And I'm telling you, if you don't tuck it in, shit's gonna get real bad, dude. You're gonna hurt a lot of people and yourself. I know old me. I'd be like, fuck off. You don't know. I know. Because young Jason thought he knew everything. You gotta learn the hard way. That's Jason. You gotta learn the hard way. That's the only way I've learned everything in my life, is the hard way. And that's, you know, I would say, don't worry so much. It's gonna work out. That's my advice to young Jason, because I think I worried. You know, I was like, you're a fuck up. Sooner or later, it's gonna come get you in a real bad way. I burnt the people that I care about. But the good thing about it is, because that hurts still to this day, every day of my life, I think about that. It helps me, it gives me drive to be a good person now, because I'm forever regretful, you know, that I hurt these people that were so special to me. And now that I have another chance, because I've had so many chances, dude. Like the run I've had, pretty lucky. So I'm just trying to be a good guy for the rest of my life. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? It's half the game. Little do you know.
My name is Jason Ellis.
No idea.
Tell me why.
off. Everyone's like, you Joe Glover. I said, yeah. Are you kidding me? That's what I do. I've been jumping for a smile.